I think I can speak for all of us when I say, what the actual fuck? This September has been absolutely mental. Plus a couple of weeks of August, but alright, just chill out. If you're commenting that in the comments, I don't know, comment it, I guess it helps engagement. Yes, I have just copied Tommy NFG's video on it, so I'm what? Subscribe to his channel, his videos are better than mine. But just to rattle off a few of the things that have happened in the past month. David situation, Charlie Kirk situation, Donald Trump and Epstein situation, British guy being in amongst a Nepalese revolution against the government, Roblox getting sued by loads of people, massive UK protest, life on Mars, and a bloody f***ing alien venom symbiote attaching itself to rabbits. It's not, but it sounds good. But let's start out with the David situation, because holy shit. But firstly, I do want to preface something. As much as stuff like this blows up on the internet, there are real people out there that are having to deal with like the loss and tragedy of their daughter, sister, whatever relation they have to her. And the internet just kind of desensitizes us to that. Like there is an actual victim in this situation. And so when you make comments on the internet about stuff like this, be somewhat respectful, please. And hopefully justice is served as best as it can be for the losing of life. Sorry, I'm not very good at this part. Rest in peace to Celeste Rivers and her family, and sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, but yeah, it's a serious situation. But I think people are forgetting this situation happened a couple of weeks ago, and right at the start, nobody believed David was actually going to be a suspect or involved. I know I didn't, and I don't think you were wrong for thinking that. The only details we had was that a body was found in a car that was registered to him. We didn't know if it was stolen or if he had anything to do with the victim. The guy was on tour, like you wouldn't assume that he's done that. But as soon as it came out that the car was never stolen and he was related to the victim in some way or another, yeah, it flipped the internet into like a full-on detective mode. You've got the whole of Twitter thinking they're the next Sergeant Dokes. XQC seems to be getting in on the investigation. He was analysing a load of different clips with David, figuring out if Celeste was actually in them. It's really like weird and confusing, but I respect the graft, I guess. But if somehow David isn't guilty of this elimination, I don't know whether I can say the actual word. He is most definitely guilty of being a nonce, so he's cooked either way. Celeste, as of now, would have been 15 years old. She went missing in 2024 when she was 13, and there's loads of clips of them together from God knows where on the timeline. So whatever way this goes, David he's cooked, bro. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he like eliminates himself at this point without sounding too morbid. Bro, imagine going to prison after you've just potentially eliminated and been a nonce the whole time. Oh my God. If he's done those things, he deserves everything he gets, but fucking hell. Also, does this now mean I have to remove his songs from my playlist? I think it's going to be a bit weird when Romantic Homicide comes on and he starts singing, "In the back of my car, you die." That's not funny. It's not funny. But like genuinely, like I feel like I need to remove it from my playlist. Although I guess people still have like King Von in their playlist, and he was like basically a mass serial killer at that point. Does it count as a serial killer? I don't fucking know. Sorry, I have to kind of just like make light of like sad and disturbing situations. I can't deal with that for that long. And for that reason, let's move on, shall we? Because this isn't the David situation is weird. It's the whole month of September. If you want to go watch the David videos, there's about 600,000 different videos being made. Go watch those. Boom. The most OP duo on the planet, Jeffrey Epstein and Trump. Oh. Now, yes, I'm not a spastic. I know the Jeffrey Epstein situation has been going on for ages, not just September. It's been going on for years, actually. Literally, like 2 decades. But the infamous birthday book came out, which was like this bit of evidence that everyone wanted to get their hands on. And, you know, my birthday book from when I was little has like pictures of me eating Club Penguin puffle cakes and like rolling around like Sonic the Hedgehog. But this Epstein one it's slightly different. World's most notorious nonce on the planet sending cryptic messages with the current president of the United States. Absolute mint little crossover. It's like the MCU and like just like Marvel and shit. And this was the message, like encased in like this naked woman's body without limbs. So yeah, not weird at all, guys. Just really casual conversation. What the f***? But guys, it's all a setup. They're just doing it to make Trump look bad. He would never send letters to Jeffrey Epstein. Nah, he wouldn't do that, would he? He barely even knew the guy. Like, he gets him out of Mar-a-Lago for, like, being weird with little kids or something. I don't know. Trump's fine. And you know that signature at the bottom of Trump's? Yeah, that's not even real, bro. That's forged. That's a fake signature. Look at his signature now. It's completely different. I mean, your signature can't legally change over 20 years. No, that would be a crime. And Donald Trump he'd never commit a crime, guys. Okay, right, I'm giving up with this. sarcastic shit. How people are still trying to cope and say there wasn't some involvement with Trump and Epstein. I mean, look at what are you trying to prove here? Like, your brain must be wired completely differently if you don't have any common sense to realize this is just a massive cover-up. This has nothing to do with left or right politics. There's been Republicans and there's been Democrats in office since this whole situation has been out. It's not a political problem, it's a government problem, which I guess is a political problem, but you know what I mean. They're all insane. If King's Ear's gonna get a little political, then, you know, chill out, hold on. I'm not gonna say anything crazy. Maybe it is, I don't know. That's kind of the world of politics. But I really do hope one day people realize how much they're being coerced and manipulated by either side of these parties. They don't care about you. They just want to win, and they just want the power of being in office and shit. And the easiest way they can do that is to turn all of you guys on each other and make you think each other are responsible for the problems of the world and shit. It's really easy for the people at the top to get what they want, whilst the people down the bottom are all distracted on hating each other and being like, no, you're bad. And then he's like, no, you're bad, and it's your fault. And then it's your fault. And then the people at the top can literally just sit back and just be like, oh, you lot have fun, innit? Just do your thing, you little waste man. Maybe I should start a little Yap channel. I'd love that shit. I guess that's kind of what this is. But this is not a politics channel, but I will say my bit on the Charlie Kirk situation. Firstly, rest in peace. Condolences to his wife and his children, obviously. No one should have to watch someone they love get taken away from them like that. Like, that is genuinely up. Anyone that's condoning his death, I genuinely don't believe are humans. They're lifeless fucking gorms. Like, I'm convinced they don't have a brain in their skull. They're just NPCs put on the planet to try and rage bait people. And the ones that are saying this is the beginning of a civil war and the left or whoever it is the reason to blame for all of this, and you're all, shut up. Stop trying to pull together normal people and extremist idiots into the same category. Like, they are not on the same caliber. You might disagree with everything he said, and so do I on pretty much 99% of his takes. I actually don't know whether I've heard a take that I do agree with, but I'm sure there is maybe one, like, I don't know, having breakfast or something. I don't fucking know. But the point is, his opinion doesn't justify killing the man for it. Mate, this video got a little bit serious, didn't it? Jesus Christ. But it is September 2025, guys, so I guess it makes sense. Nothing's gone well this month. Absolutely nothing. If somehow you didn't see it already, some British bloke ended up in the middle of like a Nepalese revolution. If you want to actually understand what's going on there more, go watch his video. It's on like 25 million views. I don't know how you haven't seen it already. But basically, he was just vlogging his little travel thing. He was going from Thailand to the UK on a little moped and ended up in the middle of all of this shit. That's the Parliament building burning down. Yeah, crazy work. Apparently, he just had people asking him what football team he supports because he's like the only white Donny there, and everyone else is throwing Molotovs and shit. And I'm pretty sure this is because the Nepalese government decided to ban all social media for some reason. My God, I cannot imagine what would happen in the UK or the US if this had happened. Like, if the government banned in TikTok or some shit. I mean, they probably are still, aren't they? Put it this way, I'd be boarding up these windows and I'd be getting supplies for at least 2 years of an apocalypse. But I think as of recent times, the Nepalese people were fighting against political corruption. And so the government came up with the wise idea to ban all social media, because that was going to work brilliantly, guys, wasn't it? Real 200 IQ play from you, like, you fucking denlo. Your people are complaining about political corruption, and so you take away their one platform that they can use to freely speak about it. Absolute schmucks. But if you think that was dumb, wait until you hear about what Roblox did this month. A little while ago, they started banning people that were doing pred stings on their own platform, despite knowing their game was an absolute goldmine for predators. How dumb do you have to be? Like, just say that out loud. We're gonna start banning people that are preventing predators from harming children, and we're gonna allow the predators to do it more. Basically, that's what you're doing. Just to put into scale of how big Roblox is at the moment, the game hit over 47 million concurrent players at one point recently. I think it was in March. And for all of us unks out here, Fortnite, potentially the biggest game of all time, the highest single day player counts, not even concurrent, over a whole 24 hours, was 44 million players. And that was when they released OG Fortnite back in 2023. Mental. Roblox is just dossing about on a random day with more players than Fortnite ever did in like the hypest event of all time. But a big Roblox creator known as Shelp, I'm pretty sure, he's got like 2 million subs. Well, he was banned from the game for conducting successful pred stings. Like, I'm pretty sure he ended up getting 6 people arrested. He worked with like Gideon and shit, so you know it's serious. But he made videos where he caught out predators through these pred stings and got 6 of them arrested. Good fucking shit. But then they banned it. It's a real toss-up between who's the biggest spastic in this video, I swear to God. And now it's got to the point where Law by Mike, you know, the big buff smiley guy that always wears the blue suit and he like talks about the law. Well, he's now suing the shit out of Roblox, and as he should. It's not just banning the pred stings of Roblox though. They're also facing general child safety backlash Did I say that right? Like, you didn't even need an email to sign up for the thing, just a username and a password, and then just your date of birth. And obviously there was no way to check if you were being legitimate with the date of birth thing, so kids would just fake their ages so they can get 18 plus unrestricted stuff. Really, really stupid system. But I guess I did do that with like YouTube back in the day. But this is different. This is Roblox. Like, YouTube is just me doom scrolling and shit. Roblox, you're meeting people. Like, that's weird. And now that I think about it, that's why I couldn't log back into my account on Roblox. I remember I used to play all the time, and then I forgot my account details, and then you never had like an email to back it up or send a like forgot my password thing, so I could never log back in, and like I lost all my achievements and skins and shit. That makes sense. Jarring. They also have very pathetic moderating numbers. Here's the graph. They have over 78 million users per day and only 3,000 moderators. But yeah, the maths on that works out to one moderator per 26,000 players. Yeah, that's really stupid. And you compare that to a company like TikTok, which does have 3 times as many daily users, but also has 13 times the amount of moderators. So I never thought I'd say this, considering how dodgy of a company TikTok has been in the past and present. But Roblox really needs to take a leaf out of TikTok's book. Okay, what other amazing positive news have we got for the day? By the gods. There were massive UK protests, which is just another great example of make the poor guys hate each other for like different reasons and let the rich and powerful guys get away with whatever the fuck they want because everyone else is too distracted by all these other little issues. Brilliant. I love my country. Kingsy for president of the world. I don't think that's not really a thing, is it? But I think I could sort this shit out. You know, look at me. I'm a weapon, darling. What can do you waiting again? I'll just be up on like the main stage of like the whatever, the fucking head of the president of the world, just Jizzy boy. Remember those alien symbiote fucking rabbit tentacle things? Yeah, well, that wasn't in September. That all came out in like August. But still, I said the past month, alright? Chill out, stop writing in the comments. But sadly, or not sadly, it's not really sadly, they're not symbiotes, okay? It's just like a virus and it's kind of grim. I'll just let this lady explain it because she knows what she's on about and I'm not a rabbit, rabbitologist, yeah, we'll go with that.
The cottontail rabbit papillomavirus, also known as CRPV, is a contagious virus that causes wart-like growths on a rabbit's skin. Yes, domestic rabbits can be infected. Most rabbits will not die from this virus. However, considering how fragile rabbits are, it can lead to pain, discomfort, eating problems, and in some rare cases, cancer. If you see a wild rabbit with papillomas, don't touch it.
So yeah, there's the case covered, case closed. Whoa. And now this isn't related to the topic, and I don't want to come off as disrespectful. I would love to be an attractive woman, bro. Like, imagine me making these like drama slop videos, but I'm like an attractive woman. I'd be the biggest drama YouTuber on the whole platform. I told the CapCut AI to make me look like an attractive woman, and this is what it's. Oh, for fuck's sake, man, I'm so chopped. I'm not specifically talking about this woman, by the way. She's been uploading videos for like 6 years. I respect the graph. She's putting more work than I have. She is low-key hot, though. What am I doing? I'm not trying to discredit her or any... Oh, God, what am I? I'm just digging myself a hole. Moving on. Maybe I should stream these recording sessions so people can just tell me to shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? When I'm waffling too much. Mars, planet, 4th planet away from the sun behind us. Pretty cold out there. Can't say I've been there, but check the forecast. Whoa, freezing, mate. But it's a good bit of information. It's kind of anticlimactic, but it's better than everything else. NASA's Perseverance rover potentially found ancient microbial life on Mars. So, that sounds cooler than it is. So for all of my slightly small brain viewers out there, don't worry, it's okay. You might be stupid, but there's room for everyone. But basically, it doesn't mean we found aliens with like massive green heads and big eyes, and, but instead it means we found like really potentially small life, like microscopic, I think. I think that's what microbial means. Microbiological, microbial. I think that's what it means. Fucking hell, I'm good. Now, we think this because the Perseverance rover took some photos and some samples of some things on Mars that you can find on Earth that, like, signify that there's life. And as Einstein once said, if you can't explain something to a 5-year-old, then you don't understand it well enough. I think he said that. He might not have said that. I might have just completely made that up. But the point still stands. We took some samples of the ancient microbial life and we want to get it back to Earth so we can study it. How do I explain that in Fortnite terms? Your teammate ran in, he got knocked, and now you've got to run into the fight, carry him, take him out, chuck him into your box. Your teammate's got to hold the wall and you've got to try res him to figure out if he's like going to stay alive or not. I think that actually made it more complicated. But yeah, it's a bit of a techie maneuver to like get to Mars and bring something back from it. So it's probably going to take a few years. You know, we've like never done that before. So I'll make a video in 2035 when it all happens. And I'll cover the situation. 2030, I'll be 29. Oh, I don't want to think about that. Can we move on, please? It's up to me. I'm making this video. No one's forcing me to talk about it. But yeah, stop calling me Unc. That's about it in a bizzle.